That's no moon.
It's nooch too good. Hello there, everybody. It's me, your ever-loving Star Wars dad. I've got a topic that's near and dear to my heart. I made another video about it, and I thought I'd come back and talk a little more. A lot of people are returning to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes after 1 year, 2 years, 6 years of not playing. I wanted to talk about why they're coming back and the reasons, and maybe, maybe those reasons are something for you to consider to come back and start playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes again. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to take a look at some comments here from viewers of mine. David Wallace. Haven't played since 2018. Came back and watching your videos and streams are very informative. They let me know my Vader had to be Zeta and Relic community. I went and got Star Killer. And somebody else, Funky Bob, people leaving, but even more seem to be coming back. Pixeled NYT, I played to level 85 when game came out, then left for many years, and now back on the grind for 6 months. Jack Swellington, I just came back last month after being off a couple of years. More folks. Dom, so I started playing in 2018, had 2 accounts, my main one I hit hard and spent money on, and started this and quit in 2019 because I got married, and just pick it up after watching you on YouTube. And then the beginning of this year, found both my accounts were still here. Coming back to the game, another comment. Jacked Bill. What's up, man? Been watching you and got back into the game again, played in 2016 and stopped. Played COD and sports games, getting tired of annual releases. Wish I stuck with SWGH. My roster is poop emoji. And then finally, Jim, 606409. Lots of numbers there, Jim. I'm returning to the game I played for about 6 months shortly after launch and built a 1.5 main account. Just came back at the start of February, so we're talking like probably 4+ years off the game, maybe 5. And it's such a different game, having to completely rebuild my roster from the ground up. Apparently my CLS team with Princess Leia and Biggs is no longer meta. That's the kind of stuff that I have been seeing a tremendous amount in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Do the liking and subscribing. People are just coming back to the game after years away of not playing. A lot of people picked up this game in the 2016, 2017, 2018 area when it first did come out and was starting to develop, played it for a few months and then put it down saying this isn't my bag. Well, let me tell you first about a few of the improvements that have come along, and second, I'll tell you about maybe some of the reasons you stopped playing and maybe some of the reasons you might want to come back and start playing. So the two biggest improvements are the farming, the character farming, which, it used to be that, and maybe I picked the wrong character in Versio. It used to be that when you farmed a character node, you would get 1 shard of a character. You need 330 shards to max out a character, but they've doubled that. Now you get 2 shards of characters. That's 1 year after characters released. So like more recent characters, you don't get 2 shards, but anybody that was released more than 1 year ago, that's everybody that you used to play with back in the day. You can farm them now twice as fast, and the same is true for all the gear nodes. You see all these 2s for all the gears? These used to be 1s. You can farm gear twice as fast now, up to gear 12, which used to be the max. Now you got to get to gear 13, and that's still out there, but you can farm gear and characters 85 to 90% of the gear and characters that you farm, you can farm twice as fast as you used to be able to farm it. Right here, I need these Carbantes. If you remember these were the thing that everybody needed all sorts of back in the day. Everywhere I go now, these are doubled, these purchases are doubled. Here, there's 2 available, there's 2. So that's the first reason, guys. The mechanics of farming in the game has changed. You can now farm things twice as fast. Now, once you want to get up to the main levels, these red and blue relic levels here that you see, yeah, you're gonna have to, those are regular farming levels, but you can get up to these orange gear 12 levels twice as fast as you used to be able to do it. And I think that's made the game a lot more fun for a lot of people. And second, let's just talk about you as a person. Now, this may not be true for you, but I think that a lot of people, a lot of kids picked up this game 2015, 2016, 2017, in that range. And those kids were 15, 16, 17 years old. And this game didn't really fit your lifestyle at the time, right? You'd play this game, you'd pick it up, you weren't aiming for stuff, it wasn't a shooter game, and you play it for 15-20 minutes and you move on to something else, and it was taking you a couple months to farm something, and you just didn't want to invest the time in it. Again, now that the farming is twice as fast, that may change for you. And then, but you at 15, 16, 17, 18, you'd go off and you'd play COD, you'd play Call of Duty, you'd play Star Wars Battlefront, right? You'd go play these first-person shooter games, you'd go play Minecraft, you could play for hours on end, you could play with your friends, you could jump in and have great conversations, play with your friends, play for hours on end, do lots of fun stuff, and then you could go back and do whatever you're doing or go to bed, because you had to go to school the next day. Well, now you are 23, 24, 25, you've got a job, maybe you've got a spouse, maybe you got children, you got responsibilities, and you can't sit down for 3 hours, and you can't play COD for 3 hours straight, you can't play Minecraft, you can't build these worlds for, 30, 40 hours a week. Well, here's a game, boys and girls, that you can take. And you can escape to the bathroom for 15 minutes and play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I was just talking to Fat Phil and other content, that's P-H-A-T, Pretty Hot and Tempting Phil. He will play his Grand Arena matches while he's holding his baby. So he's holding his baby in one arm and playing Grand Arena with the other arm. This is a game that you can play and engage in when you've got lots of other responsibilities in life. And a lot of you have your lifestyles have changed from when you were a teenager to now. So maybe that's a reason for you to just come back, try the game out, see if it's something you want to pick up again and play. Let me know in the comments if you come back and play. Those are the main reasons. There's a lot of other reasons too. There are other characters in the game. We have journey guides now. They've added these big galactic legends in the game that are a lot of fun. Kylo, Rey, Sith Eternal Emperor, and Jedi Master Luke, and of course, Jedi Master Kenobi and Lord Vader. Lord Vader being Anakin when he first turned to the dark side and killed all the Padawans and yada yada. There's Jabba the Hutt. We're kind of expecting maybe another Return of the Jedi character here pretty soon. We'll see what happens. You've also got some new solo journeys in the game that are based on different characters like the Inquisitors from Fallen Order. You've got Starkiller, who in his journey has like Mara Jade from the old book. Starkiller's an old game. In this you got Dash Rendar from old Shadows of the Empire game. Darth Talon just from kind of lore and comic books. Kyle Katarn, but I think it was also in the Starkiller game. I could be wrong about that. And then you even got Dr. Aphra, who's from the comic books, who just have branched out. We have KOTOR. If you left the game before KOTOR, you missed out, or during KOTOR. If you left the game during Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan because they were so difficult and the meta was killing you, hey, by the way, that Squad Arena meta doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. Now, you're playing a Grand Arena with a full scale. Use all of your teams in Grand Arena to earn your crystals every day. It's very different. If the Squad Arena meta scared you away, it's gone. It's different now. It's a Grand Arena meta where you use your whole roster against teams. But the fun thing is that Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan, who when they came out were the most difficult farms in the game, cost you a bunch of money, are now two of they're still end game characters, and they're two of the most easy farms you have, most early game easy farms you have in the game. So if you're a KOTOR fan and you left because you were disgusted with the way it rolled out and it cost a bunch of money, come back and get these guys for free, and it'll only take you a few months to get them. So there you go, everybody. Hey, if you're looking or thinking of coming back to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, now is a great time to do it. I hope you consider it. You can watch videos on this channel. You can always watch T101. He's your boy. There's a million content creators. I mentioned Fat Phil. There's Sanjita. There's Calvin Awesome. And there's my buddy Darth Locator. A lot of great content creation out there for you to follow. Heinze is out there. Great guy. Boys and girls, cats and dogs, people considering coming back to Galaxy Heroes, I really encourage you to come back. Try it out for a few weeks and see if it fits on, and maybe you can come back and enjoy some streams for Grand Arena, enjoy playing a Grand Arena. Let's have some fun together as consenting and responsible adults, and let's, while we're doing that, always keep in mind, Nooch Too Good.